Well, that was lovely to see. 2 muntjac, a male, followed by a female, just browsing in a field, or grazing rather. And then as I disturbed them, and I tried to get a little bit closer through the leaf litter, they darted across the footpath in front of me. What a lovely welcome to hopefully a lovely overnighter. So I saw another muntjac just as I was walking through that bit of birch. I'm actually disturbing so many pigeons and crows at the moment, so that's nice, good sign. I'm in a pretty remote bit of the woodland at the moment, so there's always a road nearby, so I do apologise about that. Background noise in England is pretty hard to remove. I think this looks like a good place for home. The wind is coming that way, so this avenue is going to give me a good bit of protection. I've got an awesome tarp with me. I'm excited to show you a cool setup for this. So this is the Outhaus tarp. It's a 4x3 meter canvas tarp, poly cotton, and it is a beast. It weighs a hell of a lot, so it's a bit of a task carrying it in, but this thing is real heavy duty. And again, for in high winds like this, I thought if I am staying out, it's definitely protection from any falling stuff as well. So I've got some really good quality ridgeline material here, so we'll get that up and get this bad boy on. So with the tarp being 4 meters by 3 meters, 4 meters in length, 3 meters in depth, I've got it folded in half, and I'm going to go through the front middle three toggles. I'm leaving off the end on this end, and I'll leave the end on the other side, and that will explain itself very shortly as to why I'm doing that. So we'll go through the 3 at the front, leaving 1 extra one, and you can only do this with a 4x3. So then we'll get this strung up. So now that there's 3 points at the front connected, that creates an opening. I can fold this back and then back on itself, so I have an integrated ground sheet, and the ends will close in on themselves. It will all look a little bit better obviously very shortly, so I'm going to start by pegging out the back side. So I'm going to grab this one here, peg it out, probably go a little bit further actually to here. So we'll go out to these 2 points here, and then at the front I want to come out equally to the opposite ones, and then also pin this corner down. So you can start to see now how this is coming together and how it's taking shape. And you can see why prusik knots on tarps are really great for pulling that tension on the ridge. Otherwise it would just be like this. So if you do struggle to get your tarp tight, and you feel really you want it looking like that, the prusik knot is brilliant. Again, I've showed you this knot plenty of times, so please do go check out some of my previous videos. But in basic, one length of string, 2 tails at the bottom. You lay that over the rope and bring the 2 tails through. Hold it, bring the 2 tails through again, and then tighten it up. There you got a friction prusik knot, and that can get tied around this eyelet on the tarp, and that can get slid along my ridgeline now, and it will hold its position. Then with this peg, with this, what would have been up onto the ridge, you see, so this piece here comes down and gets pegged out here, creating that lovely end. And obviously you're thinking, well, you've got these huge 2 flaps at the side, but actually they come on inside, as does this. So again, from this side, this corner, so in this area, there's an extra reinforcement for a ground sheet, or you can fold these areas in. Which is really, really nice. So there you are, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful little shelter, this. Really, really handy, keeps you nice and protected. So it's a great deep shelter, really, really nice. And it's good, thick, high quality material, this outhouse stuff. Really, really good. Like I said, it's a bit weighty, but very, very, very durable. Tell you what, it's nice to sit down, although that wind is whipping. Let me show you that. Quite weighty packing this out, but I tell you what, this makes a lovely cozy shelter. This is ideal for a stealth camp. I saw this idea on Bushcraft. He's an amazing chap, definitely go check out his channel. I really love all of his traditional kind of setups and Viking reenactment style bushcraft, so definitely a channel to keep your eye on. But about 5 years ago actually I did this shelter, and ever since I've wanted to do it. I had this tarp about a year now, and I thought it's about time I came out and did a video. So yeah, let me just show you. It's perfect. I mean, it is 2 meters in length, so you've got plenty of room. It's so good and deep. To show you, it just keeps going, so if the weather came in, you could get right back hunkered down nice and protected. I really like it because it's low profile. Obviously you've got an inbuilt ground sheet, so you don't have to worry about too much, and with it, this material being nice and thick, it just gives you that extra protection. You're not going to be putting holes in a thin kind of plastic tarp. But it's about time I get the fire on, because I want to get some burgers going. So yeah, I've collected a load of fire kindling material. That was all in this area when I was cleaning up. No point in me just throwing it miles. So I just put it there in a nice pile. Got loads of little birch twigs. I've got some birch bark local, loads on the trees around me, so I'll probably use some of that. And I'm cooking up some burgers tonight, so yeah, it's really good. I got in here quite late today, but I just wanted to have a nice overnighter, get out here, relax. It's so good for you, and I think it's going to be quite wet for the rest of the week, which I don't mind, but the camera definitely does, so an opportunity like this couldn't be missed. So yeah, really hoping the weather holds out, and yeah, other than that, really excited for it. So I'm actually going to go in just with some birch bark to start us off, straight into some birch twigs. So I've got some really thick ribbons here, and these strips will burn for a long time and get that fire really going. So there we are, we've got a nice little birch bark nest going there. Put my knife away in its sheath, ferro rod away while that takes up. Move that away, and I'll get my birch twigs here. Start with this little pile. So it is coming really dark now, guys. It's about 20 to 6 in the evening. And I actually wanted to show you just a few of the kind of pouches that I bring with me. This one's got my electronic kits in it. This one's got kind of cookware and food kind of kit in it. And this one has my kind of just general bits and bobs, like a trowel in there, some extra kind of wipes and bits like that. So they're 3 different bags by 3 different makers. This one is a personally made one, which was gifted to me at the Bushcraft show 2022, so 2 years ago. That was David and I believe Yvette, his wife, really lovely subscribers, and they gifted me this full of beeswax and some Greenland wax, and their version of. So I do intend to use those in a future video, but this is just a lovely wax canvas bag with these leather tabs and a zip, and it's just nice and hand sized. Again, like this is a Thornhill Ultra Heavy one, so again a similar design on this, but with some different kind of bits and pieces on there. And again here, a favourite of mine, the David Fryers pouch, which comes in all sorts of designs, great zippers. This one is a wedge shape, so you can fit 2 together and they make a triangle, make a square, sorry. Things like this make kit organisation really handy, so definitely keep an eye out for David Fryers, Thornhill Ultra Heavy, and if you are handy on a sewing machine, obviously, or your mum is, or your wife, you can make them very, very proficiently yourself. This is absolutely perfect. They're all ideal for going into my backpack. I think it's bits of kit like that that make bushcraft really fun for me as well, kind of coming out and testing what different things work in your kit bag, because sometimes you can bring too many things. This pack was quite heavy today. I've got the Thornhill Ultra Heavy sleeping mat, I've got my winter sleeping bag, obviously I had this poly cotton tarp,
The backpack itself is wax canvas. I've got a frying pan, but weight distribution is really an important thing. Obviously you put the heavier things down at the bottom, but bags like that just make it easier to access things. Half of my time when I used to come out was spent rummaging through a backpack trying to look for loose items, but having them in that, I can say, well, like I said, my electronics are in one bag, my cookware's in another bag, my general items, sharpening stones, trowel, thing like that, are in one bag. So if I need something, I can quickly fish it out. The rest of my items are all fairly big. So yeah, it makes for easy kit layout and storage, maintenance and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm not quite ready for food yet, so I'm gonna go get some more firewood. I'll try and bring you along, but it's ever so dark. And yeah, looking forward to it. It's been far too long since I've been out on a little solo overnight, and yeah, really looking forward to it. I've got a good friend popping over for a few hours, so you'll see a little bit of footage of us sharing the fire and probably some food together. So yeah, you've seen him on the channel before. His name's Tim. Really looking forward to catching up with him, as I am with you guys. So yeah, definitely looking forward to getting on live streaming soon. A little bit of an update about that actually. So to live stream, I have to bond multiple internet connections together to give me a stable connection to be able to show you guys everything live. Out in the woods, that's easier said than done. So I'm just fine-tuning the last little bits of details so that when I give you the opportunity to watch this live stream, it's a seamless kind of experience for you guys. So please bear with me. Hopefully it will be in a week or two, and I'll drop a little video, a few shorts saying when to tune in and when we can premiere and kind of join that experience together. So yeah, looking forward to it. But like I said, the fire's getting on, and I should really crack on with that before it goes right down to embers, because we're only burning birch and pine at the moment, so they don't really have a lot of kind of coal capability. They go to quite a powdery ash very quickly. So again, yeah, time to do that. So I've got the Thornhill Ultra Heavy sleep roll here, and then I'll have my sleeping pad inside of that, and I'll sleep on top. I've got a nice thermarest pillow here, which can go inside the pillow section once it's lofted up a little bit more, and we should be good. Sleeping pads there. I'll blow that up last thing before I go to bed. I'll get my sleeping bag out of the bag. Actually, I'll show you what's inside this bag, because I'm going to need it shortly. That's the new Flextail mini pump. Well, it's not the new one, but it's a new one for me. It actually comes with this awesome little globe here, and as you can see, it's got the inverse of this pattern. So you plug that in there, and then you power it on, and it becomes a little lantern. It's absolutely awesome. I'll step back a little bit so you can see just how it illuminates the area. So I don't know if you can see me, you probably just see a light kind of ambient glow, but that's the Flextail mini pump, the air mat pump, used as a lantern. Really handy, and it just gives a nice soft glow that allows you to see everything around camp. It's not too bright on the eyes, and it's got multiple brightness settings, so you can turn that down as you wish. But just something I thought I'd show, nice and lightweight, and when that takes off, obviously you've got that as a kind of torch if you so want as well, or just a hanging lantern. Obviously that can hang with this on as well. So you can hang it like so, from anywhere, and it's a really nice light. So definitely, I always say it, go check them out. Flextail, brilliant bits of kit. So I just got a load of vlogs by snapping them on a stump. You probably just saw the footage in slow-mo, and I apologise about that. I didn't realise my camera was in there. But it's just a really good method for collecting good dry wood if you don't have an axe or a saw to hand. So simply hit longer pieces onto a stump and the other end breaks off. The wind is definitely picking up a little bit. It's just died down, which is nice. But like I said, I've got a good friend Tim coming. We're gonna share some burgers by the fire, so I'm really excited about that. In fact, he told me not to say this, but I actually forgot my burgers. So yeah, he's life-saving and coming with those. I couldn't believe that actually. I left them in the fridge, which is always the way. So if you're going out, put an alarm on your phone or something to say get your fridge foods. The amount of times I've done that. I've done it with sausages, I've done it on day trips, overnighters. Yeah, it's annoying. I've got crackers and food, so I'm always going to be fine. But yeah, just typical. So yeah, Tim's going to come. But if the wind does pick up, because I've had a few little branches come down, just small little birch twigs, so nothing too bad. But it was, yeah, I kind of expected the winds to pick up, and like I said, it's always better to be safe than sorry. It's very easy for something to fall down and ruin your night camping. Some people might say you're just being a wimp. Whatever, I don't care about your opinion, to be honest. I'd rather be safe and make sure that I can continue putting content out for you. So if I make a call, and to be honest, if Tim as well, which is nice again to have a second person's opinion, if he also says, yeah, probably a bit of a good idea to pack up, then maybe I'll heed that advice and do so. But who knows, to be honest, if it stayed calm like now, I'd have no problem drifting off to sleep. I'd be fine, wouldn't have any anxiety about it. But if I'm hearing kind of constant creaks and the wind's picking up and whipping around, and I'm looking up and I'm seeing the silhouettes bending, that's when I'm going to start questioning where I am. So yeah, I'll wait until I see Tim. Can't wait to get some food in me. A big thank you to him for bringing it out, and yeah, it's going to be a really nice evening. Although it's so dark at the moment, it's only about 6:30 in the evening, so we've got plenty of time to crack open just you know, some food, some beers, sit around the fire and just have a nice time, a nice chat. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and fingers crossed the wind keeps off. I know I keep on saying it, but it's kind of one of those things that's always on the back of your mind when you're going like this. I've heard a lot of horror stories with Widowmakers. So yeah, drop down a comment below if you think I'm being a wimp or not. While I wait for Tim, I'm going to have a little snack. I've got some cheese and crackers, so I'm looking forward to that. Multi-grain crackers. So I have a few. This deer hide is the muntjac that I've tanned. I've got a few of them, but this one's by far my favourite. So soft and supple, and it just gives a lovely bit of cushioning under the knee. So I've got some Mexicana chili cheese, firm favourite of mine, and some Sussex marbled chili cheese. So a spicy combination. I'm just going to put a little bit of each on each cracker. Where when you're in the woods, things like this make the world go round. That is an insane cheese combination. Got a kick. Definite kick, but lovely.
Because I looked.
So Tim has just arrived. Yeah, but yeah, no. Really nice to see him. Like I said, he's brought along some awesome food, so we're going to get that cooking on the fire very shortly. The wind has calmed down for now, which is amazing. Really happy with that. And yeah, it's just been nice to catch up with you, buddy.
Yeah, man, good to see you too.
Yeah, it's going to be a really nice evening. Tim's not staying, and like I said, If the wind picks up, I might not be, but if it stays like this, I am going to be. So yeah, I'm going to get some food into us soon. What did you bring? Aberdeen Angus, did you say?
Aberdeen Angus burgers.
Amazing. I cannot wait.
Fresh crusty rolls.
Yeah, boy. Love it. Well, look, I'll bring you in when we cook that, and I'll see you soon. So we're just about to get the burgers on. Tim brought these lovely Aberdeen Angus quarter pounders. So I'm going to chuck 2 in the pan and let those warm gently through. And then we'll get some cheese on there, and then once these 2 are served, we'll get the other 2 going. So it's going to be lovely. Just got a load of coals under there. I've got it on this little trivet. It's one of my favourite bits of kit. So thank you, Tim. Really looking forward to this, buddy.
Yeah, man, me too.
Tim's been carving a few different projects over the last few camps. We've had a few camps together lately, actually. It's been nice.
It's been very good.
Yeah, it's been great. So what are you working on there?
Just another type of spoon.
Nice.
Something I've not done before, different shape, more challenging. So yeah.
Yeah, you did a really nice,
Early days.
really nice one for Elle and
Thank you.
his missus Holly. And yeah, definitely go check that out on Tim's Instagram. I'll put his link down in the description below. So the burgers are starting to get that lovely fat out of them now, which is starting to crisp the bottoms up, so I'll flip them shortly. Here's a little flip. Oh, nice. Get them cooking on the other side, flip them again. Where's the tree? Woodpecker or tree, we've been having this chat all night. The wind's been making some right creaks. Here we are, Tim. Dig in, my man.
Do like a bit of Angus in a burger.
Really tasty.
Definitely.
Thank you, my man. Tim, the lifesaver.
The supply bringer. What's coming over anyway?
Alright, I'm gonna eat this, get the others on, and I'll catch you after. So, I am actually just about to pack up everything. Tim's gonna be heading back, so I've got to walk him back all the way to where his car is. And then I'd have to walk all the way back to camp here, which is quite a bit of a distance. The wind has been a little bit kind of to-ing and fro-ing. Yeah, it's kind of been a bit blustery, so it's raised a bit of anxiety for me, especially with this spot. There's a lot of kind of dead wood on the floor. Some of these birch aren't the best. Did have one snap quite near to where my tarp is. So yeah, just things like that, and I thought, well, better safe than sorry. I've had a really lovely evening anyway. And I've got nothing to prove, and neither should any of you guys if you're ever out camping. It's all about being safe, being happy, going out and enjoying it. So I'm going to call it here, have a nice evening and leave it as a good memory, and yeah, come back to the woods probably later this week to have a good overnighter. So I'm going to let this fire, just the ends, burn down very quickly and then cover it with water, so you'll see that. But in the meantime, I'm going to dismantle the tarp setup, and yeah, it's been a really nice evening. I'm not ashamed of calling it quits a bit early. Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather come back, like I said, a bit later this week, maybe even with Tim for an overnighter.
Very
we
possible.
can, yeah, we can get some good food cooking up. I can actually remember it this time and feel a little bit more prepared, because yeah, just all over the place. So I hope you guys liked seeing this outhouse tarp setup. It's really awesome if you've got a 4x3, obviously it doesn't have to be the outhouse one. And it's been really nice to come out for the evening, cook up some food with Tim and test this setup out. We'll probably be going for an overnight camp soon. It'd be really awesome to get out and yeah, test this kind of setup, or maybe a different setup with this tarp for an overnighter. But yeah, thanks so much for joining. I'm going to pack this down, get the fire off, and I'll see you
on the next one. So stay safe and I'll see you soon.